Good afternoon. I'm going to do a nice little review video of our January art auction. We have a really nice auction online now, about 230 lots, I think, give or take. You'll see Amy in the background, or sometimes she's working on some details for the auction. But let's go ahead and get started. We have a wide variety of watercolors like this J.R. Hamil, really unusual watercolor of a church interior. Never seen him do a piece like that before. There are two political cartoons by Lee Judge, who's a Kansas City artist. Did all work for the Casey Star. Watercolors, prints. Probably the most interesting and exciting section of the auction is the Haitian art. We have 3 pieces by Wilson Begot, including the voodoo ceremony, the fishing village, and the fish still life. Widely considered one of, if not the most important Haitian artist, and these are all from his early periods, 1950s, and are just really solid paintings. Getting a lot of interest in those from across the country. But these are a great opportunity. Something like this in Kansas City is great. You just don't see these kinds of pieces in the marketplace much at all anywhere, and here in Kansas City is quite awesome. There's also several other Haitian pieces, including this piece by G. Alix, which is again a really nice, wonderful composition of a vase of flowers. Local art, the Woodfield piece up top is really interesting. The Calder lithograph is nice. This blue and white, just kind of abstract modern piece is just a really nice, big, large, piece that's going to fill up a lot of wall space for a reasonable price. There are some just antique lithographs and engravings, etchings like the Slonem piece up there. There's several of those. The set of 4 Barbies are kind of fun. We've sold several Peregrine Honings over the years, and this is the best honing piece we've ever sold. This is directly from Peregrine. I went to her studio and she said, "You want to sell this?" And I said, "Absolutely." It's one of her most iconic images, the 2 fawns. This one was hanging actually at her exhibition at the Albert Kemper Museum of Art recently. So nice local piece with good provenance and good exhibition history. Sigmund Pried's up top, so several of his works for the DST auction. A couple of nice paintings here, but this one here at the bottom, this little, it's not very big at all, size of a Rickwood plaque. I mean, basically, you see my hands is bigger, but I will tell you what, it's getting the most interest in the auction. The deftness of stroke, the detail, just everything about it is really intriguing and well done. Unfortunately, it's not signed, but it's a really stellar little painting. Again, just a wide variety of, Kansas image there. This painting right here is out of a nice estate, 1925, A. Murray. Just a sweet image of a couple of women by the stream. Barbara Carrington. We sold one of her paintings from the DST collection. It brought like $5,000. It was a much bigger piece, obviously, but still a well-known local artist. This is a nice painting here. Ashkenazi. Does have a hole in it, but just a great impressionist oil. Got more good stuff. A nice big Gertrude Fryman. You don't see many of her oils, and that's a nice good size. Lester Gillette. I forget who the nice oil on top. The oil on top is, I believe, a Kansas City artist too, but I'm drawing a blank onto who that is. Several paintings by Ryan, a local artist. Another Hamil, nice, a good farm scene for Hamil. Let's see what we got here. A couple of nice oils on top. You can see, let me get over here real quick, how the walls are absolutely full. Scanning all the way down, you can see that the whole building is floor to ceiling. All the way around, we have prints on the tabletops, so I'll get to those in a second. But again, the other side of the gallery is completely full as well. Again, just nice drawing here, figure study. Really like that little fall oil. These are kind of fun, these 1970s kind of trippy, Peter Max-ish peacocks are kind of fun. More interesting things here. This large painting here, the woman at the table, that was bought at the Plaza Art Fair, and they couldn't remember the artist's name, but female artist here from the city. Here's another Ryan. This is actually like an acrylic or an oil. The best Ryan we've ever seen or sold. Another, Kansas artist, known mainly for his watercolors, but this is a really nice mountain image. Again, the best of his we've ever seen or sold. One of the Dolly Lincolns. Trying to see what we got over here as I'm walking down, because there's so much to see. Really great regionalist piece. Has kind of a Benton-esque quality to it. 30s or 40s. Has a lot of just fun looks to it. A few nice Native American images in the auction. Try to get a good look at everything here. Really like those two pictures on top. I forget who the artist is, and actually all 5 of those across the top. Nice, 1930s or 40s lithographs and engravings. Really nice, all artist signed. Nice oil of the bowl of flowers. Maddox, Barbara Maddox? Barbara Maddox? Jean Maddox, whatever, swimmers pieces. We can't find that image. It's a print, it's signed, but it's a harder to find copy of one of her works. Love this piece right here by Jeanette Posen-Sloan. She had a story done on her on public television in Arizona, I think. One of those kind of artists that I think in a few years people are like, oh God, I wish I'd about that. Just has a lot of potential. Again, some more good prints. This is Ilya Bolotowsky. It's called White Diamond. And then a really hard to find Trova. And it is signed right down here, Ernest Trova, artist proof. Hard colorways. I've seen it in red, but not in that. And the drawing here by Walter Bailey. If you look at lot number 86, and the link to the catalog is here, you can see why it's getting a lot of interest and excitement, because it's a possible Thomas Hart Benton connection right there. To see a real good look from Tom. Tom and Walter Bailey taught together, and so it's quite possible that picture was given from Walter to Tom. You can see we read about it in the article, in the listing. Collection of Indo Persian miniatures, illuminated manuscripts. Just a really nice little collection from the same collector as the Haitian art. So kind of like that interesting piece. And we've sold some others. They collected Native Americans, so they like tribal and underrepresented fields. So you have quite a few watercolors and prints. The DeCoin pieces are interesting. Kansas City artist again. And there's some really nice prints from a couple of different sources. Oh, the big colorway piece. The puffins is a fun image. Always good to see good figure studies, especially when I was with John Douglas Patrick. You guys remember that we sold his estate years ago, sold hundreds of his pieces. When we were going through this collection, we immediately saw this and knew that it was a Patrick piece. And this is another Kansas City artist, but I cannot remember the name. Even though it's signed and it should be relatively clear, but it's a nice figure study. Nice little etching. Hunt Slonem was the first one of his we've sold. He's known for his rabbits and birds, but early on in his career he did these chair prints. And this is a 1980 piece, so well-known, well-respected artist. Very popular. And of course, here's two more of the coins. Very abstract, kind of George Braque looking almost. That'd be fantastic, framed up. And again, more works on paper, etchings, engravings, drawings, all kinds of interesting pieces. Some really nice artists, some nice images. Oh, that's cool. All the way through, so. Oh, wow, I don't remember even seeing that one. So, folks, a lot of really interesting art in this auction. Again, the walls are full. I mean, we got this space because it had the nice big walls, and we are using almost every inch of them this time. So, if you have any questions, let us know. We also have a coin auction online, Coins and Currency. If you have things to consign with us, please go ahead and reach out to us. Always happy to do that. Talk to you about what you have, how we can find the right audience for your objects. And have a great weekend. Go Chiefs on Sunday. Playoffs are starting. Shouldn't have any problems with the Pittsburgh Steelers, but you never know. Football is football. Those guys hit hard. So thank you so much. Good luck in the auction, and we'll see you next week at Pickup.